And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the big fella. Such a big part to convert in these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. LSU quick to the line.
I think a big question at the start of the year was, could this transfer quarterback help take this offense to the next level? And David, he's really made his mark. He has played so well up to the midway point of the season with his decision-making, with his arm.
He's going to let it go. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
From the gun, it's Berry. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2. Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. To the air, it's Levin. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Looking for the marker. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. So right at the midfield stripe, never really a thought about punting. Thought they might try to make them jump, but they pick up the 1st down.
I think a lot of it speaks to the experience they have up front and in the backfield. Just knowing these guys have been in these sorts of situations before in big games, and they can go out, handle the pressure, and go execute and pick up the 1st.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. The run inside. It's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Looking for the edge. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside, it's Hill. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. A designed run for the quarterback. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Keelan Russell. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Straight ahead, it's Berry. He breaks a tackle.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got upfield, got a great positive gain and a positive play for this offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Levitt. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got the tight end. And he's stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Berry. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Might as well run him again. Maybe. And he's
push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Guys, LSU has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing Russell. Swats it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Now here's Russell. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Special teams coming through the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Russell fires to the right. Intercepted. Takes it the other way. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
A good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
On the run, it's Hill. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. This is a designed run. Alabama will get the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's past the sticks. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Edwards. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Deep in the end zone, it's Brown. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Look out! And down he goes.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quick give. It's Berry. Turning it on. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. He's piled up 65 yards rushing in this one, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Snowed under by the defense. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Sets his feet, it's Levitt. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Across the 45. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Reels it in. On the move at the 30. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Berry. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
Man, you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 7 team, the SMU Mustangs. And it's the Mustangs on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Right back to the well. Swamped immediately.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Now here's Russell. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Hits inside, it's Berry. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. LSU quick to the line. To the air, it's Levin. Left side, it's Green. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a...
Makes the grab and room to run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Out wide left, it's Berry. Bring him down. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Moving the pocket, it's Levin. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen. But
how about this, a fake? Oh, he dropped it, and that one will drive you crazy. You spend all of that time setting it up, it works, and he just flat dropped it. Hand it to the back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Keelan Russell. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Here comes the heat. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter.
Intercepted to stop the threat. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. LSU right back to the line. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback to have everything on your side. And looking wrong. He's got it down the field. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really nice run there. You've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the third quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on.
Makes the catch and he's free. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Making the adjustment on the play. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They give him the rock again on second and goal. Driven back. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Again, it's Russell. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Really, the MO of this offense is their ability to run the football, and they've been trying to get this guy going. They've given it to him time and time again. Just really hasn't been a lot of space and a lot of place for him to go. You got to give the defense credit, especially their front 7. They are winning in the trenches so far this game.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Throwing Russell. Fires to the middle. It's dropped after taking the hit.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Rush is on. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And the D brings the heat, man, and they catch him a little bit off guard. Quarterback doesn't know where to go with the football. Man, the worst thing you can do on 4th down is take a sack. It doesn't matter if you get an INT. Throw that thing up. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. He holds on to it too long, and the defense gets the sack.
He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Breaks into the open open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. The Tigers in the hurry up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Escapes the pressure going right. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Great job by the back on the option. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, it's Hill. Pulled to the ground.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Russell. Got the quick pass. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Caden Durham again.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football. Great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated in